Selena Gomez is currently navigating a period of intense upheaval, both professionally and personally. Whispers of a cheating scandal involving her fiancé, Benny Blanco, circulate alongside reports of a falling out with Teresa Marie, a long-standing friend. Adding to this turmoil are significant layoffs at Wondermind, her mental health startup co-founded with her mother, Mandy Teefey, attributed to financial difficulties. The speculated rift with Teresa has left many wondering if it stems from Benny Blanco's alleged subscription to Teresa's online content platform and a public sighting of them seemingly too close during lunch. Teresa has been a close confidant of Selena since 2014, and if confirmed, this would mark Selena's third public estrangement from a close friend. Amidst reports of Wondermind struggling to compensate its employees, with Selena's mother reportedly taking out a loan to keep the company afloat, questions have arisen regarding Selena's apparent reluctance to leverage her substantial financial standing to save jobs and stabilize the company. This scrutiny prompted a major business publication to clarify that Selena is not, in fact, a billionaire, which might explain her measured response to her company's financial woes. If you're eager to uncover the full story and stay ahead of the curve, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now, because you won't want to miss a single detail as we unravel this intriguing narrative. It appears as though a cascade of events unfolded rapidly, seemingly within a matter of weeks. The air is thick with theories swirling around Selena's relationships and her business venture, leaving many to wonder about the connections between Benny, Teresa, and Wondermind. The news of Selena Gomez unfollowing her longtime friend, Teresa Marie, sent ripples through her dedicated fanbase and beyond. Those who casually follow Selena are likely aware of her expansive circle of non-famous friends, many of whom have been by her side since the early 2010s. Within this group, a constant undercurrent of speculation exists. Which friend is disloyal, which one is leveraging Selena's fame for personal gain, or which one harbors secret resentment. This subject has become a separate, almost independent, area of interest for those tracking Selena's life. Therefore, when she unexpectedly unfollowed Teresa, an action unprecedented given her typically infrequent social media activity, the internet immediately sought answers. The unraveling began in late April, when Selena was photographed in Los Angeles, seemingly in a meeting with other close friends. By this time, the unfollow had already occurred. Whispers quickly spread suggesting that Benny, her fiancé, had allegedly subscribed to Teresa's online content platform. Further fueling the fire was a video snippet showing Benny and Teresa sitting in close proximity during a lunch outing, leading to rampant speculation that he had been unfaithful to Selena with Teresa. Social media platforms were inundated with viral posts, claiming Selena had severed ties with her friend over her boyfriend's alleged actions, while surprisingly remaining with the boyfriend. Major news outlets also reported on the story, largely attributing the unfollow to the circulating rumors of an alleged romantic involvement between Benny and Teresa. Media reports further highlighted Teresa's decision to post Benny's magazine cover feature, where he was named Sexiest Man Alive, on her own social media story. The entire theory gained significant traction across various platforms, despite a lack of concrete evidence beyond the inherent appeal of a dramatic cheating scandal in Hollywood. Selena eventually attempted to quell the rumors by sharing a series of photos of herself with Benny, and later included an image of herself with Teresa in a recent social media compilation. However, she has not yet publicly addressed the unfollow, nor has she refollowed Teresa. This suggests that while a complete severing of ties may not have occurred, their relationship is likely strained at present. For those unfamiliar, Teresa previously served as Selena's assistant before becoming a very close friend, to the point of living together at one point. The widespread eagerness to label Benny as a cheater, despite limited evidence, appears to stem from a general disapproval of his relationship with Selena, with many believing he intentionally causes her embarrassment. Furthermore, there is a pervasive sentiment that Selena is simply settling for Benny and that she is not genuinely in love with him, a belief fueled by her continued release of music that seemingly references a past relationship with a different individual, even going so far as to include an AI-generated vocal that bears a striking resemblance to his voice in one of her songs with Benny. The general consensus among many is that Selena is settling for her current partner and that she could achieve a more fulfilling relationship. This brings us to another prevalent point of discussion: Benny Blanco's seemingly endless stream of public remarks that, to many, appear to inadvertently embarrass Selena Gomez. While his eccentric personality might be part of his charm for some, it is clear that Benny could benefit from media training provided by Selena's public relations team, as he consistently makes statements about her that elicit widespread disbelief and bewilderment. His latest public gaffe involved revealing that Selena would arrive at his house 30 minutes earlier than scheduled for their early dates. He recounted how, when they first began dating, Selena was so meticulous about punctuality that she would park her car outside his residence, sometimes 20 or even 30 minutes ahead of time, patiently waiting until the precise moment to enter. He then elaborated that he was aware of her early arrivals because his security cameras captured her car parked down the street, and she would simply wait there for an extended period. It was not as though she had informed him of her early arrival or that they shared a private joke about it. He literally discovered her waiting outside his house via his surveillance system. There is a lot to unpack from that revelation. Arriving so early at someone's house during the initial stages of dating can convey a sense of eagerness that, to others, might be perceived as desperation. It almost suggests an intense desire for the relationship to succeed, to the point of abandoning a more casual approach. One might think he intended this anecdote to be humorous, suggesting her nervousness and excitement for their dates. Instead, it garnered reactions of confusion and disapproval, with many questioning why he would publicly portray Selena Gomez as desperate. Furthermore, the question arises, why was she the one consistently driving to him? Selena has often expressed a preference for traditional courtship and gentlemanly behavior. This dynamic raises questions about the nature of their dates, where she seemingly takes on the role of chauffeur. It implies he prepares himself while she waits outside in her car. This situation leads to the further question of who takes longer to get ready, a point often humorously debated on social media, with some suggesting he is inadvertently forcing her into a more dominant role. The initial red flag for Selena Gomez, according to some, should have been that she, a multimillionaire, was consistently driving to his residence to pick him up, rather than him arranging transport or coming to her. Beyond the inherent awkwardness of his revelations, there's the puzzling aspect of why he would even choose to disclose such details. His continued public remarks about their relationship have provided numerous examples of how Selena initiated their connection and is, in a sense, settling for him. He himself admitted that Selena was the one who asked him out and that, during their first outing, she believed it was a date while he considered it merely a casual hangout. She remarked that she would have dressed differently for a date, to which he expressed surprise, not realizing it was a date at all. He also revealed that Selena was the first to express "I love you," a sentiment that later became the theme of their joint album, "I Said I Loved You First." Benny's public revelations about Selena have caused concern among her fans, who suspect he is intentionally trying to embarrass her to counter the narrative that she is too good for him. While this theory suggests a deliberate malice on his part, it's also plausible that Benny simply operates with a frankness and disregard for public perception, and these instances are merely a byproduct of his unfiltered personality. The reason these embarrassing details are highlighted by the public may stem from a perceived hypocrisy, as Selena's fans have previously criticized other women for behaviors they deemed desperate or stalker-like. Yet, Benny's own accounts suggest Selena initiated and pursued their relationship, a dynamic that, while perfectly acceptable, is often not met with the same level of scrutiny when attributed to others. This continuous flow of information about their relationship also reveals aspects of Selena's apparent anxious attachment style. Benny, for his part, openly acknowledges Selena's value, even expressing disbelief at his own fortune in dating her, humorously suggesting he is less attractive in comparison. He has even lightheartedly referred to their relationship as charity, implying she is doing him a favor by being with him. While self-deprecating humor can be endearing, when it becomes constant, it can transform into an insufferable personality trait. The question arises whether Selena actually appreciates Benny's frequent self-deprecating remarks aimed at praising her. Perhaps this dynamic is what works for their relationship. For some, it might be incredibly irritating to constantly have a partner elevate them while simultaneously putting themselves down. However, it's conceivable that Selena thrives with a partner who lacks ego and is unafraid to constantly highlight his perceived unattractiveness. This behavior has led to a popular theory on social media. When a woman dates a man who is subjectively less attractive than her, he may begin to act as though he is the desirable one, rather than the reverse. This sentiment is often echoed online, with users expressing frustration at Blanco's perceived arrogance despite his lower perceived attractiveness compared to Selena. The perplexing aspect for some is why, with Justin Bieber's recent struggles, Benny would choose this moment to seemingly undermine his girlfriend, especially when public opinion might otherwise be shifting in his favor. The continuous evasion of questions about their wedding plans and preparation has led some to speculate that Selena and Benny may not be headed for marriage. Selena often uses her busy schedule as an explanation for the lack of wedding planning, while Benny, seated beside her, often appears confused and disappointed by her responses. This is in the first instance where Benny seems taken by surprise by Selena's remarks. In another public appearance, Benny asked Selena to name his most underrated song, and her response was, "I don't know what song you would have done. I'm sorry, babe." While her mouth might have been on fire from spicy food at the time, indicating a possible distraction, her admission that she wouldn't know which song he'd done, given he isn't the primary vocalist, seemed to deflate him slightly. He even explicitly stated, "So, I just get no answer," prompting the host to encourage him to ask another question. Despite Selena's demanding work schedule and the possibility of private wedding discussions, this wasn't the first time Selena herself publicly shut down inquiries about wedding planning. However, some still believe the wedding is on, a belief bolstered by a prominent musician's confirmation of receiving an invitation to Benny's wedding during a lie detector test. Selena has also shared her desire to have a special dance with her grandfather at her wedding, indicating her engagement plans are progressing. Benny continues his candid revelations by openly discussing Selena's nervous and seemingly embarrassing reaction to their first kiss. He recounted how Selena became so flustered that her heart raced and she developed a rash on her face, attributing her reaction to her strong feelings for him after a long period of not liking anyone. He then made a humorous, self-deprecating remark, implying that Selena was repulsed by him, humorously referring to himself as disgusting and repulsive. Selena later clarified that her intense reaction stemmed from how much she liked him, distinguishing it from previous casual dates she termed biddy dates. In that same interview, Benny also described Selena as insane for her early arrival habits at his house. A concerning development in Selena's professional life involves Wondermind, her mental health startup co-founded with her mother, Mandy T. Despite Selena's perceived significant wealth, the company is reportedly in debt and has undergone a substantial layoff, affecting 60% of its staff. Wondermind aims to promote mental wellness through various resources. The company's financial struggles first became public when Selena's mother, Mandy, revealed she had to secure a loan against her home to keep the company afloat, citing tens of thousands of dollars owed to freelancers, including a significant sum to a public relations firm. While this was on the lower end of reported figures, some outlets suggested the debt could be much higher. The news sparked widespread criticism, with many questioning how someone of Selena's alleged net worth could allow her company to face such financial distress, leading to employee layoffs. This situation reignited discussions about Selena's actual financial status. It has been reiterated that Selena's status as a billionaire is a misconception, particularly in terms of readily available cash. This is not meant as a criticism, but rather a clarification of financial terminology. Net worth, as explained by a major financial publication, represents the total value of all assets minus liabilities. While Selena indeed possesses a significant net worth, estimated at hundreds of millions, this figure includes all her assets, such as properties, investments, and other valuables, not just liquid cash. Therefore, while she is undoubtedly wealthy, she does not have hundreds of millions readily available in a bank account. Her fans' attempts to discredit financial reports by citing her real estate purchases are misguided, as a multi-million-dollar home is still within her means, given her substantial overall wealth. The notion that she denied revealing her wealth to a major financial publication is also misconstrued. The publication has a strong track record of accurate celebrity net worth assessments, even retracting previous claims when new information emerged, highlighting their commitment to fact-checking. Back in 2024, another prominent business publication estimated Selena's net worth to be over $1 billion. Both she and her team subtly endorsed this figure by liking the reports on social media. The discrepancy between this estimate and the more recent, lower estimate is likely due to differing methods of valuing her ownership stake in her beauty brand. Regarding Wondermind, the financial publication cautiously explained why Selena might be hesitant to inject a substantial amount of her personal fortune into the co-founded company. They suggested that the breakdown of her wealth limits the amount she can, or is willing to, invest. A significant portion of Selena's net worth is attributed to her majority stake in her beauty brand. When news of Wondermind's financial struggles and layoffs emerged, Selena's fans quickly defended her, claiming she was not actively involved in the company's financial management. However, whether or not she was actively involved, the fact that her company, which is entirely branded around mental health, faced such severe issues while she continued to leverage mental health as a public platform raises questions. This situation leads some to believe that her advocacy for mental health might be more of a strategic branding tool than a genuine passion, given the company's struggles. A source even claimed that they had to actively fight with Selena's agent to get her to participate in any company activities, and that she only met with the staff once in 3 years, though a company spokesperson refuted this claim. There have been no further updates on Wondermind's situation, but we will continue to monitor developments regarding Selena. I understand some of you may be wondering about other recent news surrounding Justin Bieber and his alleged financial issues. We will address that in a separate upcoming video. For now, we will focus on Selena's current situation. I hope you found this information engaging. Please share your thoughts on Benny, Teresa, Selena's relationship with Benny, and Wondermind in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.